This video is being made on October 28th, 2014. Now, hold on. Excuse me. Just got done eating a banana. Alright, flat out. Check it out. This right here is a sign that's being placed in front of my temporary hiking spot. And it says, "Do not remove this property. The person who owns it is moving the property from here every day." Hang on. Excuse me. All property will be completely gone by 11/15/14, which means November 14th, obviously. I'm sorry, November 15th. Now, getting back up, let me show you the tennis lock. Now, you might wonder, you might think to yourself, why is this person making this video pertaining to her hiking area? Hold on. My name is Leslie Williams. I am a target, victim, and activist concerned in the criminal expeditions of what is known as gang stalking. And I had to anchor my sign down. Now, actually, this is not a temporary hiking spot. The reason why I said it is because I'm only continuing to temporarily stay here until I can move from here. So this is going to be, I'm going to have to talk fast in this video so I can condense a lot of details. You can go to Google and type in how gang stalking will create homelessness of targets. Type it in that way, and once you hit enter at Google, you will literally, massive amounts of websites will come up. And when you click on, you know how like when you bring something up at Google and then you scroll down through the websites that come up, at the bottom you'll be able to click like number 2, and that way you can go to the next set of websites. Well, you're more than likely going to run into at least 5 pages of websites pertaining to just that technique alone in reference to how gang stalking perpetrators create the homelessness of a targeted individual. Now, the homelessness that you see me in right now is directly connected to the United States Postal Service stealing a money order out of the mail, my rent, that was mailed certified mail return receipt. If you go into any post office and inquire and/or mail anything concerning return certified mail return receipt, you will discover that the only way that anything can be stolen out of the mail that is mailed certified mail to return receipt is done through a postal worker because of how that service operates. I'm in San Diego, California, in La Jolla, and my name is Leslie Williams. And hold on. Now, I apologize for all the noise. Hold on. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is I'm just going to cut to the meat and potatoes. But hang on, I got to burp. Excuse me. Anyways, I think the reason why I burp a lot sometimes in my videos is because stress can cause indigestion, and I'm under a lot of stress. Case in point, on August 27, 2014, hang on again. Sorry. 2 skanky, filthy UCSD police officers came right to this area and gave me a ticket to move, and I got to appear in court. On the ticket, it said that I had to appear in court on the 22nd of October. I went down there. They then moved the court date to December 1st. Gang stalking, oh my God, was caught on being said around me on a tape recorder. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying here. One of the ways that they let organized stalking, gang stalking targets know that they're being gang stalked is by using clever techniques. Case in point, say like, in fact, I'm even going to go as far and take more time out of my schedule today to give you like an illustration. Do you know how like when you know how like regular stalking operates? Say you got a couple that decided to part ways, and the one wanted the divorce, the other one didn't. It doesn't matter who wanted the divorce or who didn't, male or female. What I'm saying though, that the one that didn't want the divorce could be inclined to not let go mentally or emotionally. As a result, that person will just say it's a male in this case, but women do this as well. Make no mistake about it. The point being is this, is that the one who didn't want to let go of the relationship will do things to try and suck her back in. And he'll do it through knowing how she thinks, knowing what her schedule is, knowing possibly what her email account is, knowing obviously where she lives, knowing her phone number, and so on and so forth. So what he'll do is he'll start harassing her. He don't view it as harassment, but she does. He'll send her a letter and sign it, "Miss you, Munchkin." That, as a result, he's not signing his signature on it, but he's putting the implied message in it that it's from him. because she knows that he used to call her Munchkin. The point being is this. And then what he'll do is he'll do the same thing with emails. He'll send her emails, you know, a long tirade of statements, and then but he won't sign his name by it. He'll open up an anonymous email account and do this, but he'll sign it Miss You Munchkin. He'll do the same thing in reference to driving by her house and propping up notes in her door, sign it I Miss You Munchkin. This is sending her a message pertaining to everything that he's saying in the letter. Could be any and everything that he could be saying in the letter could be threats. It could be if you don't come back to me, you know, this could happen, that could happen, and then he signs it Miss You Munchkin. That way he can say I didn't send it to the police. I don't know what she's talking about, but she knows, because that word has been anchored in her mind in reference to the relationship. That way he gets away with all this mental harassment, any fear that he might be soliciting in the messages that he's sending her, okay? Like, if you don't come back to me, bitch, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and then the next day he might send her one that's begging her to come back in a really nice way. The point being is that he's got plausible deniability because he's not signing his name, and he's using more than likely typed letters, typed emails, things like that. Now, why did I go through all this to state this in this video? In organized stalking and gang stalking, what they basically do will use different people practically every single day. Unless a target goes like I've been gang stalked all over UCSD campus, in their biomedical library, in their Geisel library, in the Price Center, in their Club Med restaurant, and every single one of these places has played a huge role in the gang stalking of me. And one of the ways that they do it, see, in gang stalking, what you got to understand here is that there's trauma involved in gang stalking, including rape, even gang rape, assaults, brutal assaults, and before, during, and after these brutal attacks happen, these individuals who are responsible for the act, and anybody who stands there and watches it, will engage in specific behaviors that become associated to the traumatic event. Okay? As a result, like, they'll repeat a certain word or a phrase. They'll laugh in a specific way. They'll engage in specific types of physical gestures that everybody makes, that they want that person to see right before, during, or after they're assaulted. Okay? Then what they'll do is then the individuals who manage them to do that, that individual is the individual and or group that is steering the entire campaign. That individual, persons, or group will then, as a result of them having power positions in the community, definitely including, like, I live in San Diego, so I'll just have to refer it to skanks in the system downtown, like at the Hall of Justice. The point being is this: it's above them as well, too. In other words, federal employees are definitely involved in these expeditions, and why is the FBI all over the internet in reference to them being implicated parties in reference to being involved in gang stalking? Hold on. Now, the point being is this. So now we got a targeted individual, okay, because gang stalking is designed to intentionally let the target know they're being gang stalked. Now, so what they'll do is, as this assault is taking place, or right before or after it, like, they'll get a person to, they'll sensitize you to a physical gesture. You can go to Google and type in sensitization methods in gang stalking. They'll sensitize you to a physical gesture, a word, a phrase, even a sound, like specific ways of coughing and clearing your throat. The physical gestures are physical gestures that mostly everybody does, because they want, when they prop up people around the target to engage in these physical gestures, they got to make sure that what they do, okay, blends in with any environment the target's in. That way the target gets the implied message while everybody around don't even know that it's occurring. That's right. So you can go to Google and type in gang stalking and physical gestures, gang stalking repeating words and phrases, gang stalking and sensitization methods. Now, these are sensitization methods: the repeating words and phrases, physical gestures, sensitizing them to specific sounds, because all these things are intentionally, purposely, with total malice of forethought and criminal intent, intentionally anchored in the target's mind as a traumatic event is occurring. That way, these things can be constantly repeated around the target intentionally. And when the target's become insensitized, they make sure that the target knows that it's happening intentionally, because they want that episodic memory, the assault, the rape, or whatever, to become associated to disassociation, because whenever you're assaulted or raped, your mind becomes disassociated while they're anchoring associations to the disassociation. As crazy as that sounds. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. The point being is then every time the target is re-witnessing what they've been sensitized to, the brain will go right back to that disassociated state because what they've been sensitized to has become associated to the disassociation. And so basically what they're doing is intentionally playing mental ping pong with the target's consciousness. Intentionally. It also, as a result of this occurring, it also crowds out the targeted individual's own free thinking. Like, in other words, if the target wasn't experiencing this, they would be thinking about their own, what they plan on doing with their day, how they plan on responding to anything or whatever. This intentionally crowds out the target's own purposeful thinking because the target is constantly, creatively, overtly, directly bombarded with these sensitization methods. Case in point, every time I go into biomedical library, I'd say at least 9.3 times out of 10, the biomedical library staff are repeating gang stalk. And let me tell you what these little filthy whore-ass rats will do. They'll deny it and call me crazy. You better believe they will. Absolutely. See, because literally labeling the target individual as being delusional, bipolar, dementia, schizophrenic, paranoid schizophrenic, persecutorial delusional disorder with, schizophrenia with persecutorial delusional ideations is how they get away with their crimes. Now you can go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking in corrupt county mental health, corrupt psychiatrists, corrupt doctors, corrupt police, because they're the ones who got the power to petition a target in the county mental health and or a neighborhood area hospital psychiatric floor. Every time I've been at UCSD Hillcrest Medical Center, gang stalk has been caught on every single time, even once on video. That's right. See, getting around me and repeating gang stalk, oh my God, gang stalk crazy, gang stalk weird, gang stalk, oh my God, in that way, okay? And they'll usually use two different people to do it. Is how they intentionally let me know I'm being gang stalked. Now that's not including the physical gestures, the specific types of coughing. They place this one asshole up in the library, in the biomedical library. He usually, well, let me just put it to you this way. He sits in the back. His little skanky ass has always got an earphone in one ear, okay? Now, point B, I'm not going to expand on this any further because these little filthy rats engage in what is known as cyber surveillance. So, and I guarantee you when I go to court, I won't be surprised at all if the little filthy skink in the prosecutor's office is not going to say, we believe Miss Williams is delusional or mentally ill. I don't think so. In fact, you can go to YouTube right now and just type in learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking in Yucca Valley, California. There's 4 videos. Listen to them all. Just listen to them all. You got to listen to every single one of them. They're no longer, each one is no longer than 8, 9, 10 minutes long. You will hear individuals repeat gang stalking, oh my God. Now, I want you to pay attention to this statement. Do you see where I'm staying at right now? Okay. Which I am moving from. Okay. I'm in La Jolla. I left this literal location to go to Yucca Valley for 1 week. Left on the night of December 5th, came back on the afternoon of December 13th. Now, let's take a look at this. You can go to Google and go to MapQuest and type in UCSD, their address, 9500 Gilman Road, to the address in Yucca Valley, California, in reference to the Yucca Valley Library. Just do it. As a result, MapQuest will literally bring to you the amount of miles the distance of miles between UCSD and the Yucca Valley Library. Now, I went out there for 1 week, and the individual that I went out there to go see, his address, a fellow target, okay, and it didn't work out, so I came back. The point being is that his address, I looked up at 3 libraries. UCSD Biomedical Library, the North University San Diego Public Library, and SDSU Love Library, where I have caught gang stalking, oh my God, being set around me every single time that I went to all 3. That's right. And all over UCSD campus. The day before UCSD campus came here to give me these 2 tickets, they literally stood right there and gave them to me. Okay, one of the police officers claimed that I had talked to him in the past. Never seen his little filthy whore ass, not once in my life. Okay, that's right, they're liars. The day before they came here, I was looking up lawyers on their biomedical library computers, and I had told them on several occasions that I planned on suing the hell out of them. So think about this. They know that I'm at a point now in this gang stalking expedition to where I got so much evidence it's indisputable. And they know it's indisputable because they were stupid enough to place people around me to give me the evidence. They know I wear a tape recorder. I literally caught a UCSD library security guard admitting that a staged complaint can cause me to be banned. Go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman exposes library security guard admitting staged complaint can cause her to be banned, UCSD. Then go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD Price Center. Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD Club Med. In fact, the Club Med restaurant, which is a restaurant right up the pathway from the biomedical library. Oh, I gotta stop talking. This is almost 15 minutes long. Go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD and you'll see I'm telling the truth. I gotta go. Alright, I literally gotta go. Thank you for listening. Just do your research. Thank you.